Here at Rich People, we aim to give our viewers as much access to all kinds of rich people around the world. Today, we will be going through the most secretive, illustrious Chinese billionaires of the modern age. While most of their information is kept hidden because of their elite influence in government, we will attempt to expose as much as we possibly can about these billionaires. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as we go through the richest billionaires in all of China. Number 10. Zhang Yiming, $16.2 billion. Our first billionaire just so happens to be the founder and CEO of the company ByteDance, a gigantic Chinese multinational company that offers news and social media applications, including popular social media platform TikTok. Zhang, at age 28, realized in the early stages of smartphone adoption that users were migrating their usage from computers over to smartphones. So in 2012, Zhang started by launching a news app that used artificial intelligence to make personalized recommendations, and within 2 years had over 13 million daily users. But things started getting big for ByteDance in 2015 when they launched TikTok. People all around the world became enamored with the idea of making short-form videos that they could share with their friends and strangers online. Now, with well over 1.5 billion monthly active users, Zhang's conglomerate has become one of the most valuable private companies in the world, valued at around $75 billion. And while Zhang also owns a whopping 24% of the company, it wouldn't be surprising to see him jump way up the list in a short manner of time. Number 9. Wang Wei, $23.6 billion. Not to be confused with Wang Wei, the historical Chinese poet. The Wang Wei we are talking about is the founder of SF Express, the FedEx of China. The story goes that while working in the manufacturing industry in the early 1990s, Wang needed to get product samples delivered to Hong Kong, but was facing long delivery delays despite being less than 100 miles away. So in 1993, at just 22 years old, Wang created SF Express, a small transport service with only 6 employees to get the job done. It offered one-day deliveries between Hong Kong and Shenzhen. Interestingly, privately operated delivery businesses were illegal at the time, so the company had to handle the packages in total secret to ensure that they were not caught. Believe it or not, China did not technically make the delivery company legal until 2009. That's when SF Express set up China's first privately managed cargo airline, with approval by the government, of course. Wang, like the legendary Bill Gates, didn't sell much equity in SF Express before it went public. As a result, he owned more than 75% of the company during their IPO and still owns more than 60% of the company till this day. And Wang has been very generous with his employees. After the IPO, Wang distributed bonuses combined to be worth over 1 billion yuan for over 400,000 employees. Wang has chosen to keep a low profile, but sources say he's obsessed with improving the delivery industry. Number 8. Yang Huiyan and family, $28.7 billion. China's richest woman received her wealth from her father, who transferred his 70% stake in Country Garden, a Chinese residential real estate developer and builder of green, ecological, and smart cities. As a result of this, Yang was actually the richest person in China in 2007 at just the age of 25 years old. And Yang was probably ready for the job too. Her father trained her to sit in on board meetings when she was just a teenager. As a co-chairman of Country Garden, she has seen significant growth in her company. In 2006, revenue was about $1 billion, and by the end of 2019, the company had generated over $70 billion. Once again, we can't find too much about this billionaire's personal life, but according to Forbes, Yang holds a degree from Ohio State University. Go Buckeyes! And sorry guys, Yang is off the market. She actually met her husband on a blind date. Boy, I'd love to stumble into a relationship with a secret billionaire. Number 7. William Lei Ding, $28.9 billion. Don't let the hoodie fool you. William Lei Ding was the first internet and gaming billionaire in all of China, and is currently the 7th richest person in the country and 51st richest person in all of the world. The founder of NetEase.com, Ding created the company in the dot-com boom focusing on bilingual email systems, but quickly realized the money was in the video games. The key to the company's success has been in its Westward Journey series, a massive online multiplayer RPG that is one of the most popular games in China. NetEase is now one of the largest video game companies in the whole world, with Ding reaping the benefits of bringing games like Minecraft, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, and StarCraft to the Chinese market. And with all these billions, Ding has taken an interest into investing in real estate. After all, what billionaires don't like big extravagant houses? Ding purchased a 16,000 square foot Bel Air mansion from none other than Elon Musk for $29 million. Ding's new 16,000 square foot mansion has 7 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms. As far as luxurious amenities go, it has a swimming pool, spa, patios, and views for days. Glad Ding got a deal on Elon's midlife crisis fire sale. Number 6. He Shangzheng, $29 billion. In classic fashion, most of He's life is surrounded by mystery. However, what is known is he is super rich. In 1968, he, along with 23 residents of a small Chinese town, created the Midea Group, which would practically become the GE of China. We're talking about any kind of appliance: lighting, kitchen, laundry, refrigerator, air conditioning, heating. If it went in a Chinese kitchen, he was making them. Midea Group last reported sales were $40 billion. So if you're wondering how he could be worth $29 billion, the answer is simple. Large ownership stake in the stock market. We estimate he has about 40% stake in the company that is currently worth $70 billion. And he might have made some enemies along the way, because in June of 2020, there were intruders that invaded his country villa using explosives. He and his family were able to escape, allegedly by jumping into a nearby river. I suppose danger is just one of the many perks that come with being that rich. Number 5. Colin Zheng Huang, $29.6 billion. Our next billionaire worked for Microsoft in both Beijing and Seattle, and then interned and worked for Google in the United States. Colin Huang could see where the world was going, and in 2015 he founded Pinduoduo, the largest interactive e-commerce platform in the world. The Pinduoduo now has over 600 million active buyers and is striving to be a mashup of both Costco and Disneyland. Despite the fact that Colin Huang worked for big information companies, nearly nothing is known about him except that he has humble roots with parents who were formerly factory workers. His company is actually listed on the US Nasdaq exchange under the ticker PDD. Since its IPO in 2018, it has tripled in stock price, with the company now being valued at $100 billion. Perhaps the greatest feat of Huang is how his stake is worth $29.6 billion, while his company has never managed to earn an actual profit. His parents must be so proud. Number 4. Wei Ka-yan, $31.4 billion. Perhaps the greatest sign of wealth is the accumulation of real estate, and Wei Ka-yan's rise to the top of it was of epic proportion. Thanks to a published biography, we know a little bit more about Wei Ka-yan. Wei was born to a rural family with little wealth. His mom died when he was 8 years old, and he was mostly raised by his grandmother. After high school, he did not initially attend university, but eventually took the entrance exam and got in. Wei studied iron and steel manufacturing and worked for an iron and steel company out of school. Using the skills he learned, he started his own company, Evergrande, which has grown over the past 25 years to become one of the largest developers in all of China. Evergrande currently owns more than 45.8 million square meters of development land and real estate products, with Wei owning about 80% of that land due to his large stake in the company. Like many of our Western billionaires, Wei also owns a sports team. It is the Guangzhou Evergrande Football Club in China. Give Wei's team a look up the next time you play FIFA and share your experience with us in the comments below. Number 3. Chen Yinglin and family, $41.5 billion. When Chen Yinglin and his wife studied breeding and caring for farm animals at university, they probably didn't realize they would end up being China's largest pig breeder. Hailed as the Pork King, China's richest farmer started his venture into the pig space with his wife in 1992. At the time, they owned only 22 pigs. Today, their company, Muyuan Foodstuff, manages more than 550,000 sows, which are adult female pigs that give birth. In fact, Mu Yuan sold more than 10 million pigs in 2019. Oink oink! Over the past 5 years, Mu Yuan has skyrocketed in value, up over 1,000%, shooting Qin to the top of this list. Today, Mu Yuan foodstuff is worth over $340 billion, and Qin and his family own a little over 12% by our estimates. Not much is known about Qin's private life, but we are confident that this humble poor king is as happy as a pig in a muck. Number 2. Jack Ma, $49.7 billion. Jack Ma is an enigma. He grew up very modestly. It took him 3 years to pass the entrance exam to college. He wasn't a very good student, and he always struggled to find a job. Eventually, he became an English teacher. In 1995, he came to the United States and touched a keyboard for the first time. When he searched China on the internet, nothing came up, and thus the story of Jack Ma's rise begins. He says he knew nothing about technology or computers, but his drive pushed him to create these incredible companies. Ma started launching websites with the help of his friends, and immediately people were seeking to invest in him. In 1999, he started Alibaba, the Amazon e-commerce giant of China. Now, while many people think of Alibaba as a commerce marketplace, they also are involved with things like mobile payments, cloud computing, and shopping search engines. Alibaba is currently worth $800 billion US, and Jack's current stake is worth more than $40 billion. Ma's story is ridiculous. In 2010, he told people that he never actually wrote a single line of code while running Alibaba. In fact, for someone who built an internet super company, he only actually bought his first computer at the age of 33 years old. Ma is rumored to have bought some of the most expensive real estate throughout all of Asia, including a house in Hong Kong worth $191 million US. The house is under construction in The Peak, the most expensive neighborhood in all of Hong Kong. Number 1. Ma Hotwang, $57.4 billion. Known as Pony Ma, the richest billionaire in China is the founder, chairman, and CEO of Tencent, the second largest company in China. Pony Ma started his career working for a Chinese telecom company, but quickly realized the way we communicate could be completely transformed. So he, along with 4 other classmates, founded Tencent, and soon the company released the first instant messaging in China. Think AOL. But unlike AOL, Tencent was able to transform from just instant messaging into every aspect of the social experience on the phone. They did this by creating WeChat in January of 2011. WeChat has a complete monopoly on communication in China, with over 1 billion monthly active users. It is a messaging, social media, and mobile payment app. Pony Ma is also heavily involved with the government and actually serves as a deputy to the communist government in China. That's right, Pony Ma is also a politician. Pony Ma has about a 9.7% stake in Tencent, valued at $57.4 billion. Like Jack Ma, Pony Ma also owns real estate in The Peak, Hong Kong's most exclusive neighborhood. And while not much other information is available, it is rumored that Pony Ma has a massive art collection worth over $150 million. And that makes it for the top 10 richest billionaires in all of China. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button and hit that notification bell to make sure you stay up to date on all our latest content. Until then, we'll see you next time here on Rich People.